Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dennis, and this is Average Gaming. And today we're going to start Tabletop Thursdays, and we're going to start that with Pathfinder Kingmaker. Today is the release. Today, the day of the recording, which is Tuesday, is the release of the definitive edition, including the new turn-based combat mode. Now, I've played this game a lot, and I've been using the turn-based combat mod this entire time. But now, with their official turn-based, we're going to give it a shot, and we're going to record this again. Now, I'm not going to lie, there's mods. Most of them just add new classes and don't really affect gameplay. I do have the cheat mod. I'm not going to use it unless I have to. I probably shouldn't have to. I don't really think there's any reason to have to use it. It's just there in case. I have had an instance before, and you can see it on my Twitter. There's a picture where one of my characters got stuck in a cage that they weren't supposed to get into. So. But today we're going to determine our class randomly through wheelofnames.com. Now, these are all of the classes that I currently have via mods. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to spin it 3 times and see what some choices are, and then I'll pick the one that I like the best, because some of these I've never even touched. Scald, Vindictive Bastard, Oracle, Inquisitor, Witch, Investigator, and I think the Shaman. I've never touched those. Never even looked at them. So, we're going to roll 3 times. Okay, first up we have the Bard. We're going to go ahead and remove Bard from the list and roll again. Or spin again, rather. The Cleric, okay. Add one last time. A Wizard. Okay. Perfect Artist. I don't like any of those. So I'm going to randomly decide amongst the ones that I don't like. Alright, looks like we're playing a Cleric, boys. Alright, main story. And let's see. I always set it to unfair first, and then tweak it from there. Critical hits, normal, death's door, no. Direct pains rise, no. Move negative effects, no. Auto level up, no. Normal enemies. Damage to party, 1. Like I said, I set it to unfair and start from there. Enemy difficulty, normal. Party speed depends on what you're carrying, no. Enable character retrain, yes. Kingdom management, we're going to go with effortless, because honestly, the kingdom management is my least favorite part of this entire game. Only active companions receive experience, no. Only skill user receives experience, no. Last in slotting mode, no. Immersive mode, no. Show tutorial, no. Alright, we're going to create a brand new character. Alright, let's find us a good picture. I've added a lot of pictures, so this may actually take a little while. So let's just touch on what today is going to be. Today's episode is going to be mainly character creation, and if I have time, getting through the tutorial mission, Damati Aldori's mansion, and the assassins. Not a bad look. We'll keep that one in mind. Yeah, so character creation. Have not fully figured this out yet. Like I said, it was completely random. I just decided to spin that wheel and see what we're going to get. So I haven't really planned out a character. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with this picture. Now, let's see. I hate the fact that they always pick race first. We're going to pick our class first. Now, as you can see, we have a bunch of options. So let's see, we have the base cleric, which as you can see is basic. You don't get much. You get your spells, you get your martial abilities, you get your channel energy, and that's it. Crusader adds Crusader bonus feats and obviously channel energy, but we lose one of our domains. Herald Caller. Call Heralds. Summoning spells. The Eskel Surge is more of a spellcaster. The Undead Lord. As a standard action, you can use one of your channel negative energies to enslave one undead creature within range. Death Magic, must select the undead domain. And with a ritual requiring an arrow, some undead lord can animate a single skeleton whose hit type does not exceed their cleric level. So that's an option. Undead lord could be fun. And a bard cleric. So I think our choices right now are between, you know what, we're going to go with it. We're going to go with Undead Cleric. But we have to go back and select our race. And so we need, I believe we need Wisdom. Let's see. Yeah, so we need wisdom, and we're gonna want some strength for our mace. So con and wisdom with a minus to charisma if we're a dwarf. We do have some extra races as well. What do these guys get? Con and charisma. I believe they get +2 to anything. Oh no, we have our heritages, and that decides. You know what, if we're going to be undead, let's go ahead and select a tiefling. And we're going to be a blue tiefling, because I like the idea. And we're going to pick our channel colors for our clothing. So we're going to go with a nice red and black. Let's see what we got for horns. We'll go with the smaller horns. There we go. It's black hair. Perfect. Completely opposite of our picture. Maybe I should go back and select a different picture. Let's see. Let's see if we can find any tieflings really quick. Not the tiefling bard. Whoops. A Daedric tiefling. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick that one and go for it. Okay, so we need wisdom. This one gets dexterity and charisma, dexterity and wisdom, penalty to intelligence, bonus on arcana and world checks, can use hideous laughter once per day, and +2 against enchantment spells. Okay, Foul Spawn gets Constitution and Wisdom, but -2 Intelligence, +2 on Religion, and Persuasion when used for Intimidate. They can use the Cacophonous spell once per day, a +1 bonus to attack rolls against Clerics, Inquisitors, and Paladins. The Grimspawn get Dexterity and Intelligence, but a -2 to Wisdom, definitely not going to pick them. Hellspawn gets Constitution and Wisdom, penalty to Charisma, +2 racial bonus on Persuasion when used for Diplomacy and Perception checks. They can use Scorching Ray once per day and do not suffer a penalty to their Charisma if they have levels in Sorcerer or the Eldritch Scion of an Infernal Bloodline. Okay. Strength and Wisdom. Here we go. Hunger Seed, the Oni spawn. -2 to Charisma, +2 on Persuasion, and they can use Invisibility once per day, and they get a +2 racial bonus to combat maneuver checks. Strength and Wisdom, -2 Intelligence, get Mobility and Lore, and they can use Blur, and they also gain a secondary bite attack. So that's a good choice. Strength and Charisma, Constitution and Charisma, and then just base Tieflings, which have Dexterity and Intelligence. Alright, I think we're going to go with Motherless and get that bite attack. Our favorite class will be Cleric, and our Undead Lord Deity. Let's see. Neutral evil, lawful evil, neutral evil, chaotic evil. Okay, can't have the archetype Feral Companion. Domains are Death, Evil, Magic, Strength, War, favorite weapon, Scythe. We're going to go with them. Undead subdomain, and obviously Channel Negative Energy. We get our Corpse Companion, and we're going to go ahead and select a bonus hit die. Okay, here we go. Constitution time. Or Constitution time. Yeah, I mean, we're going to put points into Constitution as well. Put 14 into Con. Get 18 in Wisdom. It is our dump stat, so we'll keep that. We're going to up our Strength to 16. We'll put 2 points into Dex, so that way when we get to full plate, or actually, I think Clerics only get up to medium armor. That's fine. We're not worried about that. Obviously, we're going to take Religion, and we're going to put that extra point there into our Con to be up later. Actually, you know what? We're actually going to take that out of Con, and we're going to go ahead and just flatline our int back up to 10, and we'll put that point into Dexterity for later. Okay, as for our abilities, so we are going to pick Power Attack. It is a very basic one that everybody should have. For Faith Trait, we're going to pick Exalted of the Society, because that will allow us to channel energy 1 additional time per day. And then under Combat, we're also going to pick Armor Expert, because that will reduce our penalty. Actually, Defender of the Society will give us a +1 trait bonus to armor class when wearing medium or heavy armor. We're not going to have a drawback, so we're going to skip that. Oh, wow, new voices.
Ah, entertainment.
That's a little quiet. 1 second. There we go. Let's try that again.
Not that I care. Combat is adjourned.
We will be victorious. Forwards! No, backwards. Backwards!
Let us press on.
That's what you get. So it comes to this.
Yeah, we'll go with Wise. Wise sounds fun. And we're going to pick 17th day of the 4th month. because that is my birthday. And we are going to be neutral evil. As for a name, hadn't thought of that. This is why the internet exists. We're going to go to randomnamegenerator.com. Alright, fantasynamegenerators.com is one of my favorite websites. We're going to go ahead and find the Pathfinder section. And since we are a tiefling, we'll go ahead and pick that. And we'll get a male name. There's not a lot of great names. There we go. We'll be Amos Zemard. There we go. We are Amos.
I sense something.
Alright. I think that looks pretty good. We also have resistance to cold, electric, and fire damage thanks to our tiefling heritage. Sounds pretty good. There we go. Also, I apologize for any background noise you may hear. We have some people here working on the house today. Not a big deal. Oh, great. Yeah, this happened to me when I was trying to play with the beta as well. Let me fix this and then we'll come back.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
Where are they? This is taking forever! We didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the stolen lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder. Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the stolen lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the stolen lands as their legal ruler. Any questions? Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet, go, and return in triumph.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this Stag Lord a lesson? I have no doubt. Kind of related, I wanted to ask you something. How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about. Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly? And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way. Deal. All right. I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.